Last night at a Republican town hall in Idaho, a woman by the name of Teresa Borrenpohl, who you saw in that video, was dragged off by two men without badges, without any sort of identification, who refused repeatedly to identify themselves. They were not law enforcement and were apparently acting under the direction of off-duty sheriff of Kootensi County, Bob Norris. Interestingly, Bob Norris at first claimed to have no knowledge of the security personnel or who hired them. They have since been identified as men working for LEAR Asset Management, a private security firm. They have a website where you can contact them, by the way. By the way, they also have an interesting history of showing up, not identifying themselves, and threatening people. This was outside a logging operation in California. The woman they threatened was a woman of color, by the way. Fun fact, Coeur D'Alene, where this occurred, city code requires security agents to wear uniforms clearly marked with the word security in letters no less than 1 inch tall on the front and no less than 4 inches tall on the back. They, you may have noticed, were not wearing that. Paul Truett, head of LEAR Asset Management, actually testified against the change. He also apparently previously claimed that they would not be doing any security of that type in the city, And if you're wondering what preceded this, well, apparently people at this town hall who disagreed with the speakers were repeatedly told to shut up or get the hell out. And granted, Teresa Borrenpohl spoke out of turn, but it doesn't appear like they were given any turns to speak. This is what she was saying right before the events I just showed you.
So you know, folks, when our nation began, there was some really
You're gonna arrest her?
No, I'm not recognizing you. What would you like to do? So, yes.
So as you can see, she, along with a lot of other people who are speaking out of turn in the auditorium, frustrated because they're not being allowed to speak at a town hall, is asking if it's a lecture. Off-duty Sheriff Bob Norris then approaches her and threatens her with arrest before sticking those other guys on her, never identifying them for her. Speaking out of turn at a town hall event doesn't seem like an arrestable offense to me. She has since been charged for fighting back against unidentified men who tried hauling her off. I don't know about you guys, but I probably would have fought back too. By the way, if you're wondering why they targeted her among all the people expressing their frustration at that town hall, maybe it's because off-duty Sheriff Bob Norris saw her as an easy target, as a woman. Or maybe it's because he was familiar with Teresa Borrenpohl. In a small town, she was recognizable as someone who ran as a Democrat for a legislative seat in 2020, 2022, and 2024. She also vocally criticized 3 former NIC trustees who were backed by the Kootensi County GOP. Who knows? But one thing I do know, we should not be allowing random guys to haul off people who exercise their First Amendment rights at a public event.